Good morning, dear children. As informed earlier, we can do the problems for the lesson work, energy and power. Okay, all of you having the questions that I have given. Okay, then we can do one by one. Okay, children, take the first question. The first question is, a force of 10 Newton is applied on a body. The body is displaced through 5 meter in the direction of force. Calculate the amount of work done on the body. Okay, here we are applying a force of F equal to what? 10 Newton on a body. So that the body gets displaced, that is displacement S is actually 5 meter. Okay, then we have to calculate the work. Okay, W. You know the equation for work. That is actually work done. Work done is the product of force and displacement. That you know. So W is equal to F into S. So 10 into actually 5. Actually it is 50 joule. Okay, that is the amount of work done to displace the object through a distance of 5 meter. Actually it is 50 joule. Isn't it? Here the force is given as 10 Newton and the displacement is given as 5 meter. We have to calculate the work done. So work done W is equal to F into S. F is actually 10 Newton and displacement is 5. So 10 into 5 actually 50 joule. Okay, have you got it? Okay, the next question is, calculate the amount of work done in lifting a heavy load of 50 kg up to the height of 3 meter. Then use G equal to 10 meter per second square. Use G is equal to what? 10 meter per second square. That is the question. Okay, here calculate the amount of work done in lifting a heavy load of 50 kg. Actually, mass is given as 50 kg. Mass is given as what? 50 kg. And it is lifted to a height of 3 meter. So height H is given as 3 meter. Then the acceleration due to gravity G is also given as 10 meter per second square. 10 meter per second square. Okay, we have to calculate the work done. Here, in order to to lift any object upward, we have to do the work against the gravity. We have to do work against the gravity. Actually, that work done is actually mgh. Okay, mgh. Okay, that is actually the actually what is mg weight. The equation for weight W is equal to mg. Okay, then in order to lift any object upward, you have to apply a force which is equal to what? Weight. Which is equal to weight of the object. Okay, W is equal to work done equal to force into displacement. Force is mg. Okay, and here we are displacing the object to a height. So instead of S we can write h. So the work done is actually mgh. So W is equal to mgh. Okay, actually here the acceleration due to gravity. Here we are lifting the object upward, but acceleration due to gravity is downward. So we have to put a negative sign here. Here actually the work done is against the gravity. Okay, so minus 10 meter per second square. Then we can substitute for m as 50, then g as minus 10 and height h as 3. Okay, and by multiplying this we get minus 1500 joule. Minus 1500 joule. Okay, that is actually the work done. Here the mass of the object is given as 50 kg and the height through which the object is lifted is actually 3 meter and the acceleration due to gravity is actually 10 meter per second square. Okay, we have to calculate the work done. Okay, work done equal to force into displacement. Okay, here we have to apply a force. In order to lift any object upward, we have to apply a force which is equal to the weight of the object. So we can write a force into displacement. Instead of F we can write mg. Then instead of S actually it is lifted to some height. So instead of S we can write h. So we got the equation for work done as mgh. Okay, and here the work done is against the gravity. The acceleration due to gravity is always towards the center. But here we are displacing the object, moving the object upward. So here we have to put a negative sign. G is equal to minus 10 meter per second square. Then W is equal to mg, hence m is actually 50, G is minus 10 and h is 3. By multiplying this we will get minus 1500 joule. Okay. Okay, next the third question is, an object of mass 15 kg is moving with a uniform velocity of 4 meter per second. What is the kinetic energy possessed by the object? Okay, we have to calculate the kinetic energy. Here the mass is actually m is equal to 15 kg. Mass is given as 15 kg and the object moves with a velocity v is equal to 4 meter per second. Then we have to calculate kinetic energy. All of you know the equation for kinetic energy. Kinetic energy Ek is equal to what? Half m v square. Kinetic energy Ek is equal to half m v square. So half into m is actually 15. Then v square is actually 4 into 4. Okay, and by simplifying this, we will get the value of kinetic energy as 120 joule. Okay, that is the value of kinetic energy. Here, an object of mass 15 kg, so mass is given as 15 kg. It moves with a velocity of 4 meter per second. So v is taken as 4 meter per second. Then we have to calculate its kinetic energy. You know the equation for kinetic energy, half mv square. So half into m is 15, v square is 4 into 4. And by simplifying this, we will get kinetic energy as 120 joule. Okay, have you got it? Next, the fourth question is, kinetic energy possessed by a body of mass 2 kg is given as 400 joule. Calculate the velocity of the body. Here we have to calculate what? Velocity. Okay, the kinetic energy Ek is given as, the kinetic energy is given as 400 joule. Kinetic energy is given as 400 joule and mass is actually 2 kg. Mass is actually 2 kg. We have to calculate velocity. Okay. First we have to write the equation for kinetic energy. Ek equal to half mv square. Okay. Then Ek is actually 400. 400 is equal to half into what is m? 2 into d square. Okay, we have to calculate v. Then 2 cancel. Then v square equal to what? 400. Therefore, v is equal to root 400, which is equal to 20 meter per second. Okay. So the velocity is actually 20 meter per second. Isn't it? Here, the kinetic energy Ek is given as 400 joule and the mass of the object is given as 2 kg. We have to calculate the velocity with which that body moves. So first we can write the equation for kinetic energy Ek is equal to half mv square. Ek is actually 400, that is equal to half into m is 2, then v square. 2 cancel and v square equal to 400. Therefore, v is equal to root 400, that is equal to 20 meter per second. Okay. So next the fifth question is, what is the work done in increasing the velocity of a car from 30 km per hour to 60 km per hour? If the mass of the car is actually 1500 kg. Okay, that is the question. Here we have to find the work done to increase the velocity of a car from 30 km per hour. So its initial velocity u equal to 30 km per hour to a final velocity v is equal to actually 60 km per hour. Then the mass of the car is actually m is equal to 1500 kg. We have to calculate the work done to increase the velocity of the car from 30 km per hour to 60 km per hour. Isn't it? And here actually the velocity is given in kilometer per hour. Then you know how we can convert it into meter per second. How we can convert kilometer per hour into meter per second? Okay, multiplying by 5 by 18. So actually here it is 30 into 5 by 18. Actually it will give 8.33 meter per second. 8.33 meter per second. Here also the final velocity is 60 km per hour. That thing we have to convert it into meter per second by multiplying by 5 by 18. So 60 into 5 by 80. Actually it will be 16.67 meter per second. Mass is given, you have to calculate work done. Okay, if you know actually the work done can be expressed as change in kinetic energy. That equation we have to use here. The work done is equal to what? Change in kinetic energy. Okay, you know here if the final velocity is v, then its kinetic energy is actually half mv square. Initial velocity u, so its initial kinetic energy is half mu square. And then this final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy is actually change in kinetic energy. I think we know half mv square minus half mu square, that is the change in kinetic energy. So work done is equal to this change in kinetic energy, that is half mv square minus half mu square. Okay, then we can substitute half into m is 1500 into v square is actually 16.67 square minus half into m is 1500, u square is 8.33 square. Okay, and simplifying this we will get actually 2 lakh actually 8,416.88 actually that minus okay 52,041.68 and taking the difference this will get 1,53,375 joule. That is actually the work done. To change the velocity of a car from 30 km per hour to 60 km per hour. Okay, here the velocity is given us. Here we have to find the work done to increase the velocity of a car from 30 km per hour to 60 km per hour. So the initial velocity u is equal to 30 km per hour and the final velocity v is equal to 60 km per hour. We have to convert both the velocities into meter per second. So we got 8.33 meter per second and 16.67 meter per second. Then the mass is given as 1500 kg. You have to calculate the work done. All of you know the equation for work done. This equation also you know. Work done equal to change in kinetic energy. Change in kinetic energy means final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy. Final kinetic energy is half mv square and initial kinetic energy is half mv square. And we have to take the difference and substitute the values and simplifying. We get the value of work done as 1,56,375 joule. Okay, children. Okay, the next question is if the mass of a body is tripled, keeping its velocity constant, what will happen to its kinetic energy? That is actually the question. If the mass of the body is tripled, okay, keeping its velocity constant, that is without changing the velocity, the mass of the body is tripled. Then what happens to its kinetic energy? That thing we have to find. Okay. All of you know the equation for kinetic energy, Ek equal to half mv square. Okay. In our question, we have tripled the mass. That means m becomes 3m. M becomes 3 times. Okay, without change the velocity. Then what happens to its kinetic energy? Isn't it? Then we can write Ek is equal to, next instead of m we have to write 3m into d square. 3m into d square. Then we can write the 3 first. Then remaining is half m d square. Half m d square. Okay, you know, but half m d square is you know kinetic energy Ek. Okay. That is the kinetic energy without kinetic energy of an object having mass m. That is actually Ek. So 3 times Ek. So now we got new kinetic energy. Ek, that thing we can represent Ek dash. Okay. So Ek dash is equal to 3 times Ek. That means what? If the mass of the object is tripled, kinetic energy also gets tripled. Okay. The mass of the object. Suppose if the mass is m, the kinetic energy is half mv square. If the mass of the object is tripled, the kinetic energy becomes 3 times the original value. That is 3 Ek. That is we got. Okay. And here in our question, the mass of the body is tripled, keeping the velocity constant. Then what happens is kinetic energy. That is we have to find. Then you know the equation for kinetic energy. Ek is equal to half mv square. Next we have tripled the mass. That is m becomes 3m. Now the new kinetic energy is represented as Ek dash. That is equal to half into, instead of m we have to write 3m into v square. Then we can write the 3 first. So 3 into half mv square. But you know what is half mv square? That is Ek. So Ek, new kinetic energy Ek dash is equal to 3 times Ek. That is that when we triple the mass, the kinetic energy also gets tripled. Okay. Have you got it? Okay. The next we can do the 7th question. If the velocity of the body is tripled, keeping its mass constant, what will happen to its kinetic energy? Okay. The next question we have to triple the velocity, keeping the mass constant. Then what happens to its kinetic energy? Here also we can first write the expression for kinetic energy. Ek equal to half mv square. Here m is keeping constant. Then v becomes what? Tripled. That is v become 3v. We have to change the velocity as 3 times as the earliest. Okay, that of earliest. That is v becomes 3v. Then we can write the new kinetic energy Ek dash. That is equal to half m into, instead of v we have to write 3v the whole square. V square. So 3v the whole square. So we got half m into 9v square. Okay. This 9 we can write first. The 9 into half mv square. You know what is half mv square? It is Ek. So 9 into Ek. So the new kinetic energy Ek dash is equal to 9 times the original kinetic energy. Isn't it? That is Ek dash is equal to 9 Ek. That is if we triple the velocity, the kinetic energy becomes 9. Kinetic energy 9 times increases. If we triple the velocity, the kinetic energy increases by 9 times. Okay. And here the velocity of the body is tripled, keeping its mass constant. We have to find if any change in kinetic energy. What happens to its kinetic energy? First we have to write the equation for kinetic energy. Ek equal to half mv square. Next we triple the velocity. That is v becomes 3v. Then the new kinetic energy is Ek dash is equal to half m into, instead of v square, 3v the whole square. That is half m into 9v square. Then we can write the 9 first. 9 into half mv square. Then instead of mv square, half mv square, we can write Ek. So Ek dash is equal to 9 Ek. That is the kinetic energy increases by 9 times as that of earlier. Okay. Suppose if the velocity is tripled, kinetic energy increases by 9 times. Okay. Okay children, that is the end of today's class. Still problems are remaining. That thing we can do on next class. Okay children, thank you.